Sometimes we make decisions that change our lives forever. Have you ever felt like your life was stuck in a loop, like the days were dragging on and everything you did felt meaningless? That's how I felt for years, until I made a decision that changed everything. For a long time, I worked a job that drained every ounce of energy I had. The deadlines, the meetings, the constant pressure. It felt like I was just going through the motions. Every morning I would wake up dreading the day ahead. Every evening I'd sit at home and dream about escaping. I imagined moving somewhere new, somewhere I could finally breathe. But I always dismissed the idea. It seemed too risky, too impossible. But one day, I decided to take the leap. I quit my job, packed my bags, and moved to a new city. It was the scariest and most exhilarating decision I ever made, and it changed my life forever. Then one day, everything changed. A conversation with a friend made me realize something I hadn't fully accepted until then. I was letting my fears hold me back from making a life I truly wanted. She said, "What if you didn't play it safe? What if you went after what you want for once?" It hit me like a ton of bricks. I didn't want to look back at my life and regret not taking that chance. So I started to plan. I wrote down my dreams and the steps I needed to take. It was time to face my fears and take control of my destiny. I reached out to people who could help me, and I took the first steps towards my new life. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. I was finally on the path to the life I had always wanted. That night, I made a choice. I handed in my resignation. I started planning a move across the country to start fresh, with no job lined up, no concrete plan, just a desire to change. I was terrified, but I also felt free. Packing my life into boxes felt surreal, but deep down I knew this was the right thing. It was time to stop holding back. The open road ahead was both daunting and exhilarating. I embraced the unknown, ready to build a new life, and with every step, I felt more alive. Arriving in a new city was both exciting and overwhelming. Everything was different, the sights, the sounds, the people. But every step I took felt like I was finally living the life I was meant to lead. The challenges were real, but so were the opportunities. I started exploring new possibilities, meeting people, and finding things that made me feel alive again. It wasn't always easy, and there were moments of doubt, but it was so worth it. Each new experience brought a sense of fulfillment and joy. I embraced the journey, knowing that this new beginning was the start of something truly special. Looking back now, I have no regrets. Moving was the hardest decision I ever made, but it was also the best decision I've ever made. I'm happier, healthier, and I finally feel like I'm living my own life, not the life I thought I had to live. So if you're thinking about making a change, don't wait. Life is too short to stay stuck in a place you don't belong. You never know where the next step will take you, but I promise, it's worth taking the risk. The journey has brought me new friendships, exciting experiences, and a sense of accomplishment I never imagined. Embrace the unknown, and you might just find the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, it's never too late to make a change. Sometimes the scariest decisions lead to the most incredible journeys. Embrace the unknown, and trust in your ability to navigate through life's challenges. Every step you take shapes your future. Reflect on your past, but don't let it define you. The power to create a new path lies within your hands. Take that leap of faith, and you might just find yourself on the most rewarding adventure of your life. So go ahead, make that decision today. Your future self will thank you for the courage you showed. Gap 3S. Moving to a new place brought its own set of challenges. There were moments of doubt and fear, especially in the beginning. Gap 3S. The first major hurdle was adapting to the new environment. The unfamiliar streets and different culture made it hard to feel at home initially. Gap 3S. But with time, these challenges started to feel less daunting. A specific anecdote comes to mind: getting lost on the way to a job interview. Gap 3S. Instead of panicking, it became an opportunity to explore the new city and discover hidden gems along the way. Gap 3S. Another significant challenge was building new relationships. Leaving behind friends and family was tough, but it opened up the chance to meet new people. Gap 3S. A lesson learned here was that vulnerability can be a strength. By sharing experiences and opening up to new acquaintances, deep and meaningful connections were formed. Gap 3S. One of the most rewarding moments was joining a local community group. This not only helped in making friends but also provided a sense of belonging and support. Gap 3S, financial stability was another concern. Managing expenses in a new environment seemed overwhelming at first. Gap 3S. However, with careful planning and budgeting, it became manageable. A helpful tip learned was to always have an emergency fund. This provided a safety net during unexpected situations and eased financial stress. Gap 3S. Through these experiences, the biggest takeaway was the importance of resilience. Gap 3S. Each challenge faced and overcome built confidence and strength. Gap 3S. The journey was not always smooth, but every obstacle was a stepping stone towards personal growth and a better future. Gap 3S. Remember, challenges are a part of life, but they also bring opportunities for growth and learning. Embrace them, and you will emerge stronger and wiser. Gap 3S. Reflecting on the journey, the personal growth experienced as a result of the decision to move is truly remarkable. Gap 3S. Initially, the fear of the unknown was overwhelming, yet it sparked a transformation that was both profound and empowering. Gap 3S. Each challenge faced, from navigating unfamiliar streets to building new relationships, contributed to a stronger sense of self. Gap 3S. The decision to embrace vulnerability turned out to be a pivotal moment. Gap 3S. It allowed for deeper connections and a richer, more fulfilling social life. Gap 3S. The experience of getting lost and turning it into an adventure is a testament to the newfound resilience and adaptability. Gap 3S. Financial challenges, though daunting, taught invaluable lessons in budgeting and planning. Gap 3S. The creation of an emergency fund provided not just financial security but peace of mind. Gap 3S. Joining a local community group was another turning point. Gap 3S. It fostered a sense of belonging and provided a support system that made the new place feel like home. Gap 3S. Looking back, the decision to move has shaped life in ways that were unimaginable at the outset. Gap 3S. It has instilled a sense of confidence and independence that permeates every aspect of daily life. Gap 3S. The journey has been a powerful reminder that stepping out of one's comfort zone can lead to incredible growth and new opportunities. Gap 3S. This experience has shown that while challenges are inevitable, they are also the catalyst for personal development and a more enriched life. Gap 3S. The decision to move was not just a change in location but a transformative journey towards a better version of oneself. Gap 3S. Embrace your own journey, and remember that every step, no matter how difficult, is a step towards growth and self-discovery. Gap 3S. If you're standing at the crossroads of a life-changing decision, remember that the journey ahead, while challenging, is also filled with immense potential for growth and discovery. Gap 3S. Embrace the uncertainty, for it is in the unknown that we often find our true strength and resilience. Gap 3S. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards a more fulfilling and enriched life. Gap 3S. Gap 3S. Don't be afraid to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Gap 3S. The greatest rewards often come from the boldest moves. Gap 3S. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage your journey and believe in your vision. Gap 3S. Gap 3S. Remember, it's okay to feel fear and uncertainty. Gap 3S. These emotions are natural and can serve as powerful motivators. Gap 3S. Use them to fuel your determination and drive. Gap 3S. Gap 3S. Take time to reflect on each challenge you face and the lessons they bring. Gap 3S. These experiences are the building blocks of your personal growth and resilience. Gap 3S. Gap 3S. Most importantly, trust in yourself and your ability to navigate this journey. Gap 3S. You have within you the strength and courage to overcome any obstacle. Gap 3S. Gap 3S. Embrace the adventure, and know that every step forward is a step towards a brighter, more empowered future. Gap 3S. Your journey is unique and holds the promise of incredible transformation. Gap 3S. Stay positive, stay motivated, and remember that you are capable of achieving greatness. Gap 3S. Gap 3S. So, take that leap of faith. Gap 3S. The journey may be tough, but the rewards are beyond measure. Gap 3S. You are on the path to becoming the best version of yourself. Gap 3S. Embrace it fully and let your journey inspire others. Gap 3S. Your story is just beginning. Gap 3S. As we reflect on the journey we've discussed, there are several key points to remember. The path to personal growth and transformation is often filled with challenges, but it is these very challenges that shape us into stronger, more resilient individuals. Embrace the uncertainty, for it is within the unknown that we discover our true strength and potential. Take risks, step out of your comfort zone, and surround yourself with supportive people who believe in your vision. Remember that fear and uncertainty are natural emotions that can serve as powerful motivators. Use them to fuel your determination and drive. Reflect on each challenge and the lessons they bring, as these experiences are the building blocks of your personal growth. Trust in yourself and your ability to navigate this journey. You have within you the strength and courage to overcome any obstacle. As you continue on your path, embrace the adventure and know that every step forward is a step towards a brighter, more empowered future. Your journey is unique and holds the promise of incredible transformation. Stay positive, stay motivated, and remember that you are capable of achieving greatness, so take that leap of faith. The journey may be tough, but the rewards are beyond measure. You are on the path to becoming the best version of yourself. Embrace it fully, and let your journey inspire others. Your story is just beginning. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Remember, the power to transform your life lies within you. Go forth and create the life you've always dreamed of. The best is yet to come.